Okay, anyways, go back to the commentating. You know, my job. Yeah, gosh. Anyways, we don't need lap data. We don't really need telemetry on. So it's fine. Either way, Plumpy on pole position. He needs to win this race and get fastest lap if he wants that gap to be damn near nothing. Bert, racing for that championship as well. He needs to win this race just as much as Plumpy. Dompolio, a great qualifying, but can he finish up on the top? He qualified great for Bahrain as well, but I don't think he finished up the top. But Plumpy messes his start up, and Bert and Dompolio are going to look at this moment and realize this might be a great chance to turn it into a turn 1 maneuver. MCP4, CM Loken. Then Matt, who's currently disconnected in P6. Polar is P7, Nugs P8, Pineapples 9, GTA 10th. Then we got Ginger, Bot Plane, Kool-Aid, Max, and Alex. Yeah, you can't take the lap because it's the formation lap. You have to wait till after the formation lap, I think, now. Bro, just wait. Just wait. I think that's how that works. Like, you can't if you're already lined up on the grid, that's what I'm saying. Okay, 5 lives out, Season 4 of Baku. And we're underway. Does Bert get a better start than Gang Plumpy? Plumpy started off really bad with being disqualified, but it does not matter. But he gets tapped. Almost closes the door for Dompolio, but somehow keeps it through. Bert is going to have to send it down the inside of Dompolio. Keeps his line. Yes, he does. See, MC tried dive bomb. Technically his employed driver, but fails somehow. CM Loken to P4. MC and CM are fighting for positions. And there he goes. Matt taps the back of the Vcarb driver. I don't think there's damage on the track. No, there's not. Yes, there is. He does have damage. My bad. Matt already with damage here in Baku for braking late, locking his tires up. And I heard somebody hit a wall. I can hear it from my in-game audio. There's a lot going on here. Is anybody fighting for positions? It looks like Botplay might be thinking about it, might go down the inside. It looks like a V-Carb, but Pineapples had a really bad launch into the corner. Almost went into the wall and almost lost 2 positions due to it. Somebody's going to hit gas, so the question is, who is that going to be? A lot of guys are wheel to wheel. Ginger is right on the back of Pineapples. Can Ginger try to make a move? Can Ginger try to send something down the inside? Maybe even fancy the outside. Haas versus V-Carb. Haas needs to try their hardest to secure P3 in the championship. A lot of guys drifting over curbs right now. And it looks like Alex might send down the inside. Yes, he does send it on the inside of Kool-Aid, but Kool-Aid takes the outside line. We have strict track limits. They need to try to stay within, and Max is going to tuck behind, sit here, and watch something happen. They go wheel to wheel within the next couple corners. Somebody has to take the worst line. It looks like Alex had to take the line, and now has to tuck back, and now is going to be under pressure by Max Plays. What's happening in the front, though? Bert trying to fake out an overtake. Doesn't quite do it. Plumpy on hards. Bart on medium tires. And we have a car off track. It's the car of Botplane. Botplane misses braking point. He could pause it though and click reset the track. I don't know why he's not resetting the track. It would cost him so much. It would save him so much time. And now his rear wing might be broken. He is not resetting the track, and he is just going to scoot around the track until he somehow finesses his way back on. And there goes Botplane. Could have saved countless amount of time, but that is okay. Either way, up to P15. Does he have wing damage? No front wing damage. Could have rear wing damage for all we know, because he did hit that pretty hard. Either way, can he try fancy? He tries to overtake the inside. Amazing switchback. Max versus Kool-Aid. But if Kool-Aid does not give room here in the next corner, he will take out Max. He goes really wide. He definitely wants to give room there. Nasmar's going to still have to tuck behind and just settle. Never mind. He looks like he has a broken front wing. Kool-Aid took the corner way too hard. Max P13, but can he fancy a P12 here at the end of the corner? But he goes really wide. Definitely gets a warning because of that. Bart's already a second away. Most people are already out of DRS, but MC is challenging CM Loken to the corner, to turn 1. He's definitely going to set down the inside. Does he? Yes, he does. Vcarb down the inside, Williams down the outside. Both teams that were once managed by, and we have a virtual safety car. So 2 teams that were once managed by Caden are now racing wheel to wheel here in Baku. No, he's going to sit back and he's going to let this happen. But MC still on the back of CM Loken. He just let go of the gas for a second there. Interesting, I don't know what it's about. And it looks like we have Botplane in another wall. Botplane struggling every single lap. Another wing broken. At this point, Botplane is going to cause a safety car. Botplane's going to get lapped or he's going to cause a safety car. He needs to be careful and smart about his next couple moves. GTA into the pits to fix his front wing, and Pineapple's just into the pits to drive right through before another safety car gets caused. And he can't do so. Botplane has retired from the session, and he is in a wall. That causes a safety car, and that saves Pineapples. If Pineapples was driving to the pits when that safety car happened, his drive-through would no longer be available. He got it right at the end. Nugs has yet to win a race here in ERS, but he has multiple podiums. Can he win a race for the first time? What about Plumpy? Is Plumpy going to get a good start? He's trying, and no, he got caught letting go of the gas, but Bert also. Everybody is on the back of each other, but however, Polar's right on the back of Donpolio. Can Polar fancy move? Polar has a safer drive. Donpolio almost dive bombs his TP, almost pushes his team off the track. Red Bull was forced to go significantly wider than he wanted to, and Bert already down to P6. Might make an overtake though on Bert. And Bert and Donpolio tap tires, and it's almost 4 wide going into the next corner. We're watching this from Polar's point of view. Donpolio really hits the brakes. Polar taps the back of him. Donpolio now taps the back of Polar once more. All racing incidences here, and Polar sends it down. MC Polar almost out of this race, side by side. He taps the tires on MC. They both spin out. It looks like Polar might have dive bombed. Could have got hit from back. I don't know what happened. Either way, they both lost many positions. Bert down at P4. CM Loken up to P3. Alex might not be racing, but CM Loken is racing. Can CM Loken give Williams the points they definitely need here in the Constructors fight? But Gank Plumpy, we've not talked about this driver enough here in Baku. He's dominated in qualifying, and he dominates the Grand Prix as of right now. We're 8 laps in, and he's led every single lap. CM Loken might not need DRS. He might not even need ERS. He might just have enough slipstream. Might just be close enough to the back of him to try to fancy an overtake here. Using ERS, they pick the outside and inside. He picks the inside, which is definitely smarter in the long run. However, he gets past him now. Does Nugs choose to pick the inside? Nugs might have to tuck back and let this happen. No, Nugs dive bombs. He wants this win. He wants this podium finish. And he forces CM Loken completely off the track. CM Loken was forced to go wide, or he was forced to go into the wall. He chose to go wide, sacrifice his Grand Prix because he was not about to DNF. Nugs will for sure be facing a penalty there. Dive bomb CM Loken, pushes him off track. But that's not the conversation now. The conversation now is Alex versus Ginger, both new to ERS. Ginger has always been a reserve, but now he's a starter. Alex is racing F2, racing for the championship, and now racing in the ERS championship in F1. Matt makes an overtake on Bert, but Bert sent down the inside. Both these drivers raced in Season 2 for Ferrari, for challenging for the championship, and now they're both trying to win races. One, win the Drivers' Championship. The other one, trying to win points for the Constructors for their team. Wheel to wheel in multiple corners, but finally, outside of Castle, Bert takes the lead. Up to P2 he goes. Matt has to settle back for P3, but Plumpy, 5 seconds in the lead. Domination from the Ferrari driver. Every lap gains almost 2.5 seconds. Nobody can match the pace of Plumpy. Can anybody catch? Bert still under pressure by Matt as long as these two drivers go, and Matt loses traction. But what I was about to say, as long as these two drivers are racing wheel to wheel, Plumpy is going to have a smile on his face. Alex up to P5 and right on the back. Almost nobody else is in DRS. It's really just a race for P4 and a race for P2. I do not think Polar's going to be able to make an overtake here. If he does, it will only be one. He might make an overtake because Alex will not have DRS. Ginger will have DRS. He'll have ERS. He needs to use it now. But Polar down the outside comes out of nowhere. He does not want to settle back. He does not want to lose time to these rookies, to these drivers behind. He takes the outside line and he gets a double overtake. The champion proving to everybody why he won the championship in Season 2. Makes a double overtake. Alex and Ginger keep positions. Not one of them make an overtake down the long back straight. Now they're racing wheel to wheel. Polar in front. We can see it from his POV. And Matt's out of the session. Matt is out of the session into the wall. He almost died in the ghosting of Matt. Matt's wheel disconnected, and that is that. Polar made a crucial overtake, and Polar could get a podium here today. Safety car in this lap. Plumpy has led every lap of this race. I think at this point, bro, he's going for, what is it called, the hat trick or the Grand Slam, whatever the hell it's called. Getting pole and leading every lap because he's about to do it. Oh, you can't even change their names? Okay, I'll do it later. Anyways, Plumpy, when does he get going? He got going really early. Caught pushed in off guard. It's almost out of DRS. However, Burt is right on the back of the Haas driver. Can Burt try to fancy an overtake? He might send down the inside line, but is it really worth it? No, it's not. But this is perfect for Plumpy. With him being on old hard tires, he needs Ginger to slow him down. But Burt already passed the Haas driver. Plumpy's going to look at this and realize he is now officially under pressure. His plan was for Ginger to slow him down a lot more, but he failed to do so. But now Polar makes an overtake. These three drivers are fighting for the championship, have fought for championships in the past, and they're proving to everybody why they have. Burt pitting onto medium tires might have been the right strategy. Still going to have to nurse these tires closer to the end. All Plumpy needs to do at this point is to just make sure Burt burns his tires, racing wheel to wheel through every corner. Plumpy's got to settle back, and at this point, I don't know if he has the pace, if he has the speed to catch Burt. But if any man has around Baku, it's going to be Gang Plumpy with how he's performed so far. But he's no longer has the status of leading every lap here in the ERS Season 4 of Baku. Burt's already gapped him pretty much. You can tell he's using ERS. He does not want him to be in his DRS when that actually comes to play. Max Play has hit the wall, and he's caused a virtual safety car. Drive through for Gank Plumpy. Drive through for Don Polio. Ferrari's race is over. Just pitted. Has to drive through as well. Burt is looking at this moment, realizing he can win this Grand Prix. But Polar is on amazing tires. But he does have pressure from Alex behind. See him looking up to P5. Makes an overtake on Ginger. Not really wheel-to-wheel racing anymore. And Plumpy down to P9. Now P10. This race is Alex, Polar, and Burt for the win. I know I've been talking like it's been Polar and Burt, but don't count Alex out. Mercedes could see a podium here with the rookie. I've been saying Chase might secure Rookie of the Year because he has a second place finish. He has a podium finish. But now Alex might gain that podium finish as well. Polar's still hovering around that 1.3 to 1.5. He cannot lose any more time out to Burt. He needs to absolutely lock in for these last couple laps. Polar is only 1.2 seconds behind. It is an absolute race to the finish. Burt could not let this driver in his DRS, or I bet you he'll never get him out. Polar losing almost 4/10 down in Castle, though. This is going to be a struggle for him. Sector 2 is usually where he's losing most of his time. B-Red owns the Red Bull team. He is the Red Bull TP. He's managing Burt for this win. But Polar used to be his teammate where he won a Constructors Championship, where his teammate won a Drivers Championship. My bad. He'd be rooting for both of them here, but his main competitor is going to be Polar. And obviously, all his hopes would go for Burt crossing this line first. He's right on the back of MC, which is his friend. Will they see some competitive wheel-to-wheel fighting, or will it be slightly cleaner? But he has a Haas tire right in front of Ginger. Bad strategy call for Ferrari has put him in a bad spot. Drive-throughs put him even in a worse spot. Up to P8 he goes. Now going to be all over the back of MC. Polar now 1.8 seconds. Burt could escape with this win. He needs to still keep the pressure on the back of the Red Bull driver. Maybe the tires won't go in time. Polar pinning to hard tires might have worked compared to the back guys, but not worked compared to Burt. Burt's a fast driver. He can manage his tires well, even if they're softs, even if they're hards. Mediums does not matter. Yay, Plumpy with damn near no ERS, but so does MC. Does he try to fancy an overtake down on the Vcarb? He'll get DRS. Ginger won't. Does he go on the outside? He goes on the inside. They tap tires. There was room, but now there's a collision. Ginger has retired from the session. What just happened? I had all that on my POV, and I have no idea who's at fault. It looked like Plumpy had the space. And I don't know who closed in. I don't know if it's Plumpy's fault. I don't know if it's MC's or Ginger's. All I know is this changes everything. Polar has every right to warm his tires up and go when he wants. He needs to go when Burt is being caught off guard. He does not care about Alex, but Alex might have got a better start than Burt. No, he did not, but Burt is already, Burt's still pretty close. He needs to just cover off the dive bomb. Alex needs to tuck behind. Does not need a fancy dive bomb. Burt has to go wide, and Pineapples tries to make something happen and hits multiple people. Plumpy up to P5. What amazing results so far. I'm sorry, but I want to watch the top 3 here. This is what matters. With 2 laps left, Plumpy trying to make an overtake. Down on CM Loken. He has the ERS to do so, but CM Loken's also using. Is he going on the outside? He's going on the inside. He tries to fancy the outside, but that door closes significantly fast. And this is the last thing he needed. Burt already up to P2. Burt on faster tires. Is it even possible for Polar to hold Burt back? 2 laps left. This lap will have no DRS, but next lap will. But it might not even matter. Burt will have a significantly better exit in the last corner and have a significantly better grip going down the line. And he has ERS. Polar needs to save ERS throughout this entire lap, but still somehow tuck his car perfectly, so Burt cannot make an overtake. Burt takes the better line. Takes the better inside. He might make an overtake already down the inside. Polar might see his win slip through his hands. Yes, he does. Burt up to P1. Polar couldn't quite keep a grip of it. Couldn't quite hold it. He was forced not to pit. It was not the bad strategy call. It was just the strategy call. Polar now needs to try everything to overtake him now and here. If he doesn't overtake him on this straight, he will have no chance. Burt has 40%. Polar has 40%. He will have a slipstream. He'll have no DRS. He will have ERS. Plumpy up to P3 on soft tires. Pineapples has retired from the session, but it's too late. But Polar wants this win more than ever, and he is going to challenge for it every lap, every corner. Burt is forced to take the outside, but he will take a better line, have to tuck the car. There's no way he dive bombs into this corner. It would not be the smart thing to do. Polar can see the win straight ahead, but Burt, by better tires, Burt is going to make an overtake here. Almost slips out, almost hits the wall, but doesn't, and I think that was the last time Polar had a chance to keep this win. Burt up to P1, Polar down to P2. Pineapples has left the session. Burt might sail on home with this win. Polar is using ERS. He's trying everything possible. Burt is just chilling up ahead. Polar hits the wall. Might have broke his wing. No, he hasn't, but he's making mistakes, and Plumpy's right on the back of him. Burt is already out of DRS range. The win is pretty much gone. All Polar has to do is really just make sure he does not make a big mistake with Plumpy right behind. Plumpy needs to recover points for Ferrari, and he needs to come ahead of Polar. He is cutting curbs. He is cutting corners. He is trying everything. He's lost it out to a drive-through, but he does not want to lose out to an Alpine. But Burt has an amazing strategy, has amazing race pace, amazing tire management, and now after pitting a dozen times here in Baku, will cross this line first to win in Baku. He won in Season 3, and he'll win in Season 4. In ERS, this man is the king of Baku. Plumpy will not have the track time, will not have enough to overtake Polar, and Polar will settle for P2 for Alpine. Good news comes to Alpine before the race, and good news comes to Alpine after the race. Finishes ahead of Ferrari. That's all they needed. Plumpy, a bad race, a bad strategy call, puts him up to P3. Dominated this race, but couldn't quite cross the line first. Nugs at the P4. He's literally the GOAT of P4. CM Loke P5 couldn't quite defend his podium spot. MC down to P6. Kool-Aid 7, GTA 8, and Alex, who was on pace to be one of the best rookies this season, still is. Could have got a podium and failed to do so. All the way down to P9, from P2 to P9 in 2 laps.